Hi, this is Jennifer DeClaire, the Bar Exam Mentor. Today we're talking about resistance and why it is a good thing. Resistance, for those of you who haven't caught my previous videos, is the negative energy that stands between you, where you are today, and where you want to go, your dreams. Resistance manifests in various forms, including but not limited to financial difficulties, low self esteem, procrastination, sex, yes, sex, self medication, as far as controlled and uncontrolled substances, and also illness or disease. Resistance crops up to cooperate with our egos and keep us in our comfort zone. If you've been around long enough, you've heard pop psychology and motivational speakers tell you how the change that you seek lies outside of your comfort zone. Now, whoever you are, wherever you are, there is a point in time where you heard it for the first time that you must leave your comfort zone in order to grow. You may have heard it in church, you may have heard it on YouTube, you may have heard it through blog posts, or maybe a nice illustration on Facebook that came through your news feed. Somewhere and somehow you had to begin learning about your mind, your comfort zone, your ego, and resistance. So if this is the first time you're hearing about resistance, listen closely to this video and then go back in the library of other videos, because we talk about resistance a lot. In trying to help you pass the bar exam, in trying to help you move on with your legal profession that you went through law school in order to obtain, I want you to inquire within about the role that resistance is playing in holding you back. Have you been sick for a very long time? Or do you continually fall ill with something? Are you self-medicating, drinking, drugging, binge watching TV in order to get away from the negative emotions that are brewing inside? Are you creating drama at home, partaking in it, or feeding off of someone else's drama? Drama is a really, really good way to make sure that nobody gets anything done. Are you in a dramatic cycle? Are you procrastinating, putting off filing the application to retake the bar exam, putting off seeking your accommodations from your state's bar so that you can sit for the test with all the accommodations that you are entitled to? Are you procrastinating studying, picking a bar review course? There are many different forms that procrastination can take. Resistance can also come in the form of sex. And how do you know if you're using sex as a form of procrastination? Simple. Your spirit calls you to your work. It's really in your heart. And when you're not following your spirit's calling, you seek other things to fill that void. And how do you know if sex is one of them? Well, when it's all said and done, you feel even emptier than you did before. It's not fulfilling in the least. That's how you know you're using sex as resistance. It's an easy and cheap thrill to get those temporary hormones going and that temporary high of feeling loved, accepted, approved of. But you don't love, accept, and approve of yourself, because intrinsically you can't, as long as you're denying your heart's work. And if you've put enough trouble and effort into going through law school, obtaining a law degree, and facing the bar, you're called to this work on some level. In whatever capacity. You may not be completely sure that you want to practice law, but there is a reason why you went for a law degree. There's something that feeds into, and there's a reason why you need to pass the bar. Or frankly, you wouldn't be here watching this video right now. So resistance takes on all these forms that I just discussed, and it'll come up in your life in hidden ways. You won't even notice it. But hopefully with this list, this rundown of how resistance crops up and stands between you and your dreams, you will be able to understand what's happening when you can't seem to get traction on your path. You can't seem to get to where you've been trying to go. So hopefully you understand now all the different ways that resistance, this negative energy, stands between you and your dreams. Now, one thing that I leave you with, and is actually what we started with, is that resistance, even though it seems to take on all these evil forms, is a good thing. And why is that? Plain and simple. The more resistance you face, the more resistance you see, the more resistance you feel in your life, the more sure you can be that you are on the right path, that the goal that you are pursuing is worthy. Because if it was a flake out, if it was an easy cop out, your ego wouldn't be bothering with you. Go ahead, do whatever you want, says the ego, whenever you're doing something that is completely non threatening to it. But when you start tapping into your spiritual power and going for an embedded dream, something that you were born to do, that's when all kinds of difficulties crop up to stand in your way. And that resistance, my friend, tells you that you are on the right path. So keep going. If you need help and support moving through the resistance, find us in the Facebook group or contact me personally so that we can talk and see how we can help you through one-on-one mentoring move through your resistance, tweak your mindset, tap into your spiritual power so that you can blast through those blocks, pass the bar, and grab a hold of your life's dreams already. This is Jennifer Duclair, the Bar Exam Mentor, and thank you for watching.